Do not let anyone, any manufacturer, tell you ever again that things cannot be included in a phone because of the size of the device. I present to you the Unihertz Jelly 2, a 3-inch display. We'll give you this for comparison. All right, this is my full-up Pixel 6, the regular one, not the Pro, not the big one. And you can see right there the size difference. It's a little bit thicker, all right, about 3/4 of an inch thick, but you can see not that much thicker than this device. But I just wanted to give the zoomed out portion for this video so you can get some context as to the size. Now we're going to zoom in and I'm going to show you all the fan favorites that are here, all those top things that we've complained that have come out of devices in recent years, and they said, wow, it's because of the size of the device. You ready? IR Blaster with an included app for the remote that we'll show in a moment. Headphone jack, which is quite nice. Expandable storage and a notification LED up top. Quite nice on a device for this size. That being said, despite the size, it actually provides a really nice Android 11 experience. Are there compromises? Yes, it's a 3-inch display. It's not like you're going to be a social media maven on here. It's not like you're going to be doing a whole heck of a lot on here. But there are people, and we talk about them in every video. When I did my Titan Pocket video, also by Unihertz. When I talked about Windows Phone and BlackBerry devices now in 2021 and 2022 with what functionality is left. So many people say, oh, I don't need a whole heck of a lot. I don't really need a phone for social media or video or all the stuff that people are doing. I don't use it for that. I literally use it to call and text and do a couple different things, and that's it. And I'll tell you, the experience for those things is quite good on here, and you save all of that space in your pocket. 400 by 854 resolution, 6 gigs of RAM, which is quite nice, 128 gigs of internal storage, but of course that's expandable as well. The bit of confusion I have on is the size of the battery. It's either 15 milliamp, 100 milliamp hours or 2000. Either way, it's not a device that you're going to be having on for days at a time. The standby drain, I've noticed, is somewhat significant, so you're going to want to charge it every night, and USB-C charging, by the way, as well, which is quite fast on a device like this, so it does top off relatively quickly because of the USB-C charging and smaller battery. And you might be saying, well, who the heck is going to want a device like this? It wasn't that long ago, despite the people, in addition to the people who just want that kind of disconnect device, don't need a whole heck of a lot. There are a few other use cases. It wasn't that long ago that we had devices of this size with even smaller displays. I remember I always had the Nokia bricks and also the Motorola flip phones like the V60i and all those Motorola flips and then on to the Razr. But my mother had the Nokia 8210. I'll include a picture of it, and I believe she had it in red. Very small device, not a whole heck of a lot bigger than this, if it even was bigger than this. So it wasn't that long ago. We're talking, less than 20 years that those devices were pretty common. And if you were somebody who used it and you didn't need a whole heck of a lot, then this would be something that you might consider. Nice fingerprint sensor on the back. It is quite responsive. Let me talk about the actual Android 11 experience, because when we talked about the Unihertz Titan Pocket, I think they provided a really smooth Android 11 experience, and it makes sense. It's got a Helio P60 running it. You don't need a whole heck of a lot on the graphics side. You're not pushing HD or anything like that because you have 400 by 854 display, 3 inches. It's an LCD, gets relatively bright, no issues there. But you go into something like Twitter, okay, and you're getting a decent Twitter experience. In fact, a little bit better than the Pocket because of the aspect ratio being relatively normal. You could see that you get more of the tweet. It's small, but it's absolutely doable. And it's a nice experience. You've got both swipe gestures because it is Android 11, but also the capacitive buttons on the bottom, the 3 there, for home, back, and multitasking, which work fine. You can see the Instagram experience on here. And again, it's small, but look at how smooth it is. It's a nice looking display. It gets decent color, like I said, decently bright, and a smooth social media experience. It's a lot of fun. And I've had fun using it, and I believe it's more than just a novelty. I watched video on it. It doesn't look bad because, again, you don't need a whole heck of a lot on the resolution side when you're talking a 3-inch display. You'd be surprised what looks good on something like this. We'll pull up Grumpy Cat Weather, and everything shrinks down fine. I haven't really had an app really misbehave or an app kind of have an issue with compatibility. Not any issues there. In fact, the ad is the only thing that's really cut off on Grumpy Cat Weather, which isn't half bad. So that works just fine. My chat apps, my WhatsApp, my Google Hangouts, browsing the web. The typing experience, let me see if I could pull something up here without exposing any numbers. Yeah, this is a garbage link number, so we're not gonna report spam. We're just gonna go ahead. It's a decent experience, and you could do either or. You could go. We'll just put this rotate back here for a second. Get back there. Oh, come on. Now you're gonna be bad because it's a spam text. There we go. You can see in here. I'll one hand type. I'm trying to do this while it's on display. Hello. It's not a bad experience, and I've even gotten some two-thumb typing in that was relatively accurate. And it's not going to be now because I'm doing it on camera. Right? They're not half bad. And you could do it a little bit faster. It's like I said, it's tougher on camera. You got to pay attention a little bit more. But I found myself not making that many errors, which is quite nice. There are other uses besides those other ones that I saw. If you were to get something like this is something that you don't have to feel too bad about taking with you. It's something that could fit anywhere. If you're wearing it, fits in that jeans coin pocket that you have, the pocket watch pocket. It could fit in a lot of different places. It could fit in, not take up a lot of space. If you're going to the beach, if you're going out, if you're on vacation, you're not going to need a whole heck of a lot, or you're bringing another camera, or you're bringing something else to handle a lot of the things that you're going to need that you would typically use on a smartphone, and you just want something for calls and texts. This is not bad. Verizon, you're going to be okay. T-Mobile, you're okay. I'm actually on T-Mobile. It gets voice over Wi-Fi. No problems there. AT&T, still having those issues. So, they're not going to pay the certification thing. Unihertz says they're working on it. I don't think AT&T is going to waive that. Really bizarre. Disappointed in AT&T, but that's across the board. That's not a Unihertz issue. It's got the little convenience key, or whatever the actual name is for it. I got it hooked up to the flashlight there. No real issues. I'm going to show you that app as Gene helps out with the sneezing. But this is your IR Blaster app. Lots of great things for this. Your TV box, your TV, your air conditioner. Air conditioners and stuff like that are a great use for this. And even your camera, your digital cameras and stuff like that, your fans. Because they have really simple, usually infrared interfaces with the remote. So you could go ahead and put something like this on there, program it, and then you can control it from anywhere. And with something this size is basically remote sized, that's quite nice. Like the coverage, voice is good on it. No real complaints there. Speaker's okay. Bottom firing, mono speaker, nothing great there. Fingerprint sensor, like I said, works great. We're going to put up a couple of images of Gene resting on the camera. It gets the job done. It captures the moment. But then again, that's not what you're getting something like this for. Fun design. $199 on this, $200. Is it a backup device or is it a disconnect device? Are you just looking for less, but you still want to be able to be on Instagram and be not totally disconnected and still have somewhat of a decent experience with those things? You don't want to carry perhaps that other phone like the KaiOS phone that we showed earlier, the full flip phone. You don't want a jitterbug or something like that. You want something you do a little bit more, but still provide you that disconnect experience. You don't feel like you're absolutely connected to your device, or you have to be on your phone all the time, all that stuff. So something that gets the job done. It could do more when you need it, and it's a whole lot less when you don't. Link will be in the description. I am a Unihertz ambassador, by the way, so if you use that link, it does directly help out the channel. I think it's neat, and I think it's more than just a gimmick. I liked it. I carried it around for about a week now, and we're going to do more on it later on, but just as starters and the impressions, it works fairly well. And with the Titan Pocket, it was a really smooth Android 11 experience. Same here. Unihertz, it's running the January security patch. They usually update them when a new phone comes out. That's when they'll update their version of Android. And they do a good job optimizing for these smaller displays. And the great thing about the smaller display, and when you keep the Android relatively clean, it doesn't need a whole heck of a lot of power. It doesn't need a whole heck of a lot to run it and have that relatively smooth experience. Kind of odd doing a video zoomed in, but still really cool. I think it's neat. Like I said, link will be in the description. If you made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, have that Steve-licious day.